Welcome back, guys. This is Gaming with Austin, and today we are on part 3 of Futuristic Cars Type 4. Let's get this house loaded up. This time, ought to become let's get with this house. No Valentine this year, maybe next year. Hi, I'm your life. I don't know why some people would eat months-old rotten meat. He claims it gets. They claim it get him high. Are you thinking about? There are those people out there. What should have been done to prevent patients on REM? truth is about hypothyroidism is that people with hypothyroidism are not eating enough as it is. They are not eating enough as it is. Okay. And some people just have a desire to be extremely lean. Not all people with anorexia have a desire to be thin. Some just have a desire to have a low fat percentage. Some just have a desire to be extremely lean. Some just have a desire to get extremely lean. Some just have a... For some people, fat loss is not healthy at all. In fact, if they get extremely lean, they could be at a greater risk of their bones could already deteriorate to the point which their bones could be crushed under their own weight. Under that bulk, getting extremely lean like that, your bones could get crushed by your own muscle mass. That's how brittle your bones could become if you get extremely lean. Like 0% body fat. Some people just have an irrational desire to get extremely lean. Some people just have an irrational desire to get extremely lean. In my case of anorexia, that wanted to get extremely lean. It's not that I wanted to get really thin. It's that... You know, your fat percentage plays a role in your likelihood of becoming deficient in vitamin D3. leaner you are, the more likely you are to develop vitamin D3 deficiency. The fatter you are in the sense of having more subcutaneous fat, the less likely you are to develop vitamin D3 deficiency. Fat deposits are actually trying to save your, like around just beneath your skin, are actually trying to save your life. Believe it or not. Subcutaneous fat is actually normal. Every animal has some amount of subcutaneous fat. Every animal has some amount of subcutaneous fat. If the fat reserves get completely depleted, they're fucked. Bodies. The problem with getting extremely lean is it's not that healthy. Because having a low fat percentage actually puts you at a greater risk for vitamin D deficiency. Being deficient. What can you do to lower your risk of vitamin D3 deficiency? Store more fat. Like, if you're already consuming enough, yet you're still at risk of vitamin D3 deficiency. My biggest problem with getting extremely lean is not only your workouts are gonna suck, but your bones are gonna deteriorate. So my biggest advice to you is to try not to go that far when trying to get extremely lean. Because you could suffer health problems. Yes, including bone problems. That probably explains why your body is trying to keep you from losing weight too quickly. Which explains why your body is trying to keep you from losing weight. If your body allowed you to lose weight, we'll actually have more cases of osteoporosis if it wasn't for our body trying to hold on to the fat reserves. The quality of our workouts would be pretty bad if it wasn't for our bodies holding on to the fat reserves. Your body needs to store some fat for you to be healthy. It's not just there to keep you warm in the winter or to help, or reserved for when if a famine was to occur. It's not just there for those reasons. It's not just there to cushion your organs too, and your bones. There's another reason why our bodies have to store fat. To ensure you're absorbing nutrients properly, to ensure you're absorbing the fat-soluble vitamins properly. Those who are extremely lean oftentimes have a harder time absorbing vitamins. Like those who are sub 6%. Some people find it really hard to get that lean. Some people find it extremely hard to get that lean. No matter how much they eat, or what they eat, or how much they exercise. Some people just find it hard. Regardless. Being extremely lean is really not that healthy. How is it not that healthy to be lean like that? Those who are very lean actually have a greater risk of becoming malnourished, even if there's a lot of food available. Getting extremely lean like that even if food is available and you're consuming enough vitamin D in your diet, being extremely lean is not healthy. Why? Because when you get extremely lean like that, your body's going to have a harder time absorbing certain vitamins and certain nutrients. Your body's going to have a much harder time absorbing nutrients when you get extremely lean. In fact, not only you're going to suffer heart problems if you get extremely lean, you're also going to suffer bone problems. And your workouts are going to suck. I kind of learned it based on the experience when I was in my most severe stage of anorexia. But in my case of anorexia, it wasn't a desire to be thin that drove me into becoming anorexic. It was a desire to get extremely lean that drove me into anorexia. Anorexia could happen to anyone. Anorexia can happen to anyone. It takes more than just discipline to get your child to listen to you. Kim Jong-un, basically what he is, like, you know, the truth is, there's no such thing as entitlements. You have to earn those. Because everything has a cost. It's not just monetary cost. That there's also energetic cost. Meaning, your body expends energy to receive something. Your body has to expend energy just to get something, too. Like, it's not just a financial cost. There's also energetic costs, too. Like, your body expends energy to just in order to digest food. Your body has to expend energy. If your body doesn't have any energy to expend, it can't digest the food. Even digesting your food, the food that you consume, has a cost. There's a cost to digesting your food. It's not a monetary cost, it's an energetic cost that your body has to pay. In compliance to the second law of thermodynamics. It's based upon the laws of thermodynamics. There will always be a cost somehow, whether it be a financial cost or an energetic cost. There are ways how we can reduce the energetic cost of digesting our food, but we cannot eliminate that cost altogether. Because when atoms smash into one another, energy is released. Energy is released. Whenever atoms smash into one another, energy is released, whether it be a chemical reaction going on, cooking our food not only increases the bioavailability of the nutrients, but also reduces the energetic cost of that your body has to pay in order to digest that food. It's not just a financial cost. There's also growth requires a lot of energy. Which is why children oftentimes eat a shit ton of sugar. Why children are naturally hardwired to eat a lot of sugar. They are hardwired from birth. Probably before they're even born. Probably before they're even born. To eat a lot of sugar. some animals, like, especially our dogs, for some animals, telling them to stop eating poop is like telling someone, don't breathe. They simply can't do that. It's a natural instinct. They simply can't do that. At all. It's like telling someone, don't breathe. It's kind of like telling someone, don't breathe. They simply can't stop breathing. It's not even possible at all. It's completely natural for dogs to eat their own poop. Like, if they're given an unnatural diet. It's like telling someone, don't breathe. They simply can't stop breathing, or else they will die. It's like telling someone, don't breathe. This is why owners find it hard to stop their dogs from eating poop. I know this. bedrooms. One way how you can identify if someone has Prader-Willi syndrome would be distinct facial features like a thin upper lip, and almond-shaped eyes. Heaviest. Here we are. Bathroom doors finished. Or let's go towards much. Doors have been placed. Now let's do the flooring. I like to do some... I like to make a pattern too, as I do this. My explanation to why society has always allowed us to be lazy. It's more of a biological necessity than you think. Like, if there was a famine. The ones who sat around did nothing all day were the ones that survived the that were more likely to survive the famine. They were more likely to survive the famine. They were the ones more likely to survive the famine. Dr. Twinkletix. For most of the people that weigh 600 pounds, my 600 pound life. A lot of it has to do with comfort eating. Like, it's more of a psychological urge to eat. But for the guy that weighs half a ton, it was more of a physical urge to eat. Meaning, it was harder for him to help it. Much harder for him. Why some people have a disdain for bitter tasting foods? The answer might have to do with our genetics. There are people out there who are overweight since the day they were born. They're the ones that really can't help it, no matter how hard they try. Children born with Batten disease oftentimes don't make it past their teenage years. If they're lucky enough, they'll be able to survive till their 20s or even their 30th birthday. Some people with Batten disease might actually live to see their 30th birthday. Because, you know, your genetics can drastically affect your lifespan more than anything. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to leave a like if you liked this video. Dislike if you disliked it. Subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow me on social media for more content like this. And as always, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. And don't forget to follow me on Patreon for more content like this. As always, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. And choose.